TOI Auto. Today we're meeting the Ultraviolette F77 electric motorcycle, which we've been waiting for a long time. Today we get to see it, and first things first, a lot of variants have been launched here. So there are three that I need to tell you about. One is the top spec, which is Recon, and there's also a limited edition, which is basically the first 77 units of the motorcycle, which will carry their unique numbers on it. Plus, it is the most powerful variant of them all. Now, the limited edition boasts a top speed of 150 kilometers an hour plus. Now, this will be a limited one, so what we're looking at right now is the Recon. This is the one you need to focus on. Now, the biggest highlight on this bike is the battery pack. This boasts the largest battery pack in the country with a claimed range of over 300 kilometers. Now, this will depend on the ride mode that you're in, how you use the bike. Speaking of ride modes, it's three of them, which are glide, combat and ballistic. Now, how do these three change and what is the top speed and all of these? We're going to find out more about that when we ride the bike in the real world. For now, looking at this bike, well, it's been finished well. The build quality is very good. And the design, the very futuristic looking, isn't it? And a bit of KTM RC going on about it as well. Speaking of the RC, the wheelbase on the F77 is actually shorter than the RC390. The ground clearance is slightly higher, but then the weight is also slightly more than something that you would compare it to in the petrol world, say the RC390. So it gets 41 mm upside down telescopic forks up front and a monoshock at the rear. Now that we're at the subject of suspension, it has tastefully designed covers for the suspension forks as well, which gives it a very unique appeal. Plus, there's dual channel ABS, for which it also has modes. Now let me bring your attention to the instrument cluster. The F77 gets three ride modes: glide, combat and ballistic. Now, how these three change in terms of top speed and the range will be something we'll see when we try the bike out on the road. Let's talk about the range of the motorcycle. Since it boasts the largest battery pack in the country, it has a claimed range of over 300 kilometers in a full charge. Now, this might differ on how you use the motorcycle and which mode that you're in. So about charging, so there are two kinds of charging that you can do on this bike. One is the regular kind and one is fast charging. For fast charging, you can charge it 75 kilometers per hour. And there's also an option for you to carry the fast charger with you if you're going to go for long distance rides on this motorcycle, for example. So the F77 is internet connected, which means you have onboard navigation and diagnostics for the motorcycle as well. You stay connected with the brand about details on service and if you need to get any repairs, and you can also customize your motorcycle to your liking. Braking comes from a 320 mm disc up front and a disc at the rear as well. Plus, there's dual channel ABS, which also gets modes. So the three variants that are available, well, the limited one is priced at about 5.5 lakh, and the prices for the bike actually start at 3.8 lakh. So it'll be interesting to see how the F77 actually does in the market, because Ultraviolette have gone ahead and to launch a performance motorcycle in the electric segment for their very first product, competing with the likes of G310RR BMW or the KTM RC390. Now, the prices are slightly higher, quite higher than the petrol rivals that it has, but then it is electric, so per kilometer costs will differ massively, and for obvious reasons, really. Overall, the idea of the F77, how great it looks, the equipment that it has, and the fact that it has a very massive battery pack, well, this is a very, very promising proposition. It does lose the very cool mechanism it used to have previously with the three battery packs that were portable. Now it's just one fixed one, but then it's bigger range and greater top speed as well. So until we get to the point where we ride it out in the real world, test the range in the real world and report back to you, until then, thank you very much for watching.